Hi my dears, welcome to my channel. This is Ocean Intuitive Tarot, and I decided today to do another reading for us, and let us check how can you deal with this situation. How can you deal with a certain situation that you are going through? Alright my loves, so I have here three groups. As usual, we have strong cards for everyone. So the first group is going to be Tiger's Eye, and this is your card. Second group, you're going to have Sodalite, and this will be your card. And third group, you're going to have Red Jasper, and this is going to be your card. So remember how to deal with this situation. And now you have the timestamps in the description box. Take a look at it. Feel the one that you are most drawn to. Tap into your intuition. Take this time for you to relax, and we are going to see together how to deal with this situation. Alright, so see you in your readings. Bye. Hi my dear group number one, let us check how can you deal with this situation. So what I'm seeing here, my loves, is that in this situation, whatever happened here, you were not feeling the attention coming to you. It was like there was something here being stuck that was not giving you the attention that should be given. And you felt that also there was no action coming into fruition. There was not, at least the action that you wanted never came. And you were not feeling as the center of the attention, perhaps, of this person. You felt, you were feeling a lack of abundance. You were feeling that you were not receiving, you were not hopeful. And perhaps you also felt that you were not receiving the fruits of the labor of your labor, even if this is talking about the connection, which I believe it was, because I saw when I was shuffling the Two of Cups. So you were not receiving the fruits of your labor, perhaps your investment, the effort that you put into the connection. You didn't felt that you were receiving the attention that you should be receiving, and the person that you were having the connection was not initiating here a process of abundance. You were not feeling abundant, and you were feeling hopeless here. Now, how can you deal with this situation? Now, what we have here is you have twice the King of no, actually you have the King of Pentacles and you have the Emperor. So I believe here that no, you have twice the King of Pentacles. So this is very, very important. And also you have the Emperor here. So this is already giving you, me a sign here that you should be focusing in your stability, right? Looking inwards, understanding what is it that you want to manifest in your life. Because, you know, Earth and Pentacles, let us say, is about form. But what is form without what is behind the form, which is the wish, which is the dream, all right? So basically what this is telling here is that you should express more of that intention to form your wishes and desires, because form is nothing more than your own abundance that comes from that inside, that comes from inside of you, that already comes from your wishes, from your hopes. So hope is something that you should never lose. And if you are losing here in this connection, it's time to find the stability inside yourselves, so that that hope never ends. That hope can never leave you. There is here a very strong message of you creating your stability. But for you to create that stability, there is also a message of being more considering your steps. So instead of acting without even caring, there is here a message of starting to look at every step that you take towards those dreams. There is a certain security that you are wanting here, even a material security, that you have everything to get that. It's just that you need to find yourself, first of all, that security. And what is that security? Is recognizing that is already inside of you. I believe that you are a very fruitful, abundant person. Once you tap into everything that you hold inside of you, all of that richness, you will be unstoppable. All right? So be firm here. How to deal with this situation is being firm in your values. Understanding who you are. Ask this question. Write it down. Who am I? What do I want? What do I value? Write down your values, because it is important to put it in form. You know, form, words, for example, is a form. It's bringing something that is in the state of a feeling into form. And we need that, because that is the way that we manifest. So there is a message here of you understanding what is your ground, what do you stand for, what are your values, because those will be the limits that you will have, so that the other person cannot pass through those boundaries, because we all need to have certain boundaries in our lives. So in order for you to do this, there will be here a need for you to check your steps, for you to control more what you are going to do. For example, for you to plan ahead what you are wanting to do. Now, there is also a need for you here to deal with the situation, to go inwards. And that going inwards, in my point of view, is for you to see the richness that you have inside of you, for you to see how other people are seeing you, for you to understand how powerful you are, how much abundance you hold inside of you. And that's why this is really clear here about you going inwards. That is an essential part of this process. Because then is when you are also going to understand the boundaries that you need to have with other people, doing what I told you that could be important for you, writing down what you believe are your values, your limits, everything, what do you want in life, your purpose, everything, because there is a need here for you to conquer even more in the form world. Don't forget that for you to conquer more in the form world, you need to understand what do you want and put that into manifestation. Now there is a need for you to deal with this, to move forward, to advance. Once you tap into that value that you hold inside, and even if you see that you are leaving someone behind, because I actually see here someone looking at you and you're just deciding, you know, I have all these precious things with me and I want to protect it, protect these precious things, and I want to create something special for me. So this is time for you to move forward into the dreams that you really want to manifest, with boundaries, with values, with even following a certain tradition that your family could have, maybe something that comes from your father, even a father advice here. I felt this, I felt something like this, or some kind of an example, but it's very important for you to trust the path, that you are going to receive what you deserve, that life is abundant. It doesn't finish here. There was here a situation that you were not feeling abundant, and understand that when we are feeling discomfort about something, that means movement. That means we need to move, but it's not into the direction of the discomfort, because discomfort, when it's every time, when it's something that you cannot go through, that you cannot win over, that means move into another direction. All right. Yeah, because there are some aspects here that you were waiting for, that, my dear, is possible that these aspects, they don't belong to you. That's why it's so important to do that process that we talked about before, that to write down your values, because maybe you were waiting for something here that has nothing to do with you. It's not even who you are, and it's not even what you want. All right. So make that introspection. Understand if what you were waiting for, if what you were waiting for was something that you really need, that because it's something that is part of you and you respect, and you believe once you have that, you can create with the universe, and is going to be fruitful. Or are you waiting on something that you already know that is not going to give you anything, and is something that is not even part of your dreams and projects for the future, because you know already that you're not even seeing in your mind a picture with this certain situation. You cannot even picture it, but still you're waiting for it. So it's time now to ask the question, why? Because, if it's something because sometimes it happens, all of us, sometimes we wait for things to have a resolution that we know since the beginning that even if that thing returned to us, the door is closed, but we're still waiting. And that's something that we need to realize, that is not worth it to wait. If your mind, your soul is not there already, what are you doing there? So changing the direction to the fruitful and abundance of life that is waiting for you. It's time to embrace the changes here. The tarot is saying, time to embrace the changes. The wheel has turned. Nothing here. You don't have to wait for anything more from this situation. The wheel has turned. Time to embrace changes. Time to see above the problems, to look at yourself, to really dive deep into what do you want. You want to be this person here that really knows who they are, that really knows what they want to create, because the steps that you are going to take here are going to be steps that are took in knowledge, in understanding deeply what you want to create in life, understanding deeply what are your values. Because every time, even when you are doubting of something, when you're doubting is never the time to take a step towards anything. When you're doubting, it's time to pause and trying to go inwards so that you can understand what is really happening. Why are you doubting? What are you feeling about it? Is this something that you believe knowing yourself that you are going to see yourself in this situation in the future. So here self-knowledge, most of all, is very, very important, because the wheel has turned, and right now it's time for you to accept the transformation that you are having in your life, that you are receiving. There is an aspect here of the past that you don't need to wait anymore on it. There is an aspect here of perhaps something that caused you suffering, that even you could be waiting for a resolution just for the sake of hearing someone saying something to you, like having closure, but that closure may not is inside of you, you know, because from outside, you know, the other person can decide whatever they want. The most important thing is for you to decide inside of you what you value. All right? And I know that this is very easy to say, but I also know that it's important to try our best to do this, and every day to understand ourselves. If we need time, take the time. Don't be afraid to say to anyone that you need time. Don't be afraid to show to people that now is time for you to be sure about something, and don't force it. You're not racing. There is not a race here. What needs to go away will go away. What is yours will stay. So go inwards, see and construct your life according to your dreams. All right, my love, so this is what I see here. Let me know in the comments if this resonated, and we are going to see each other next readings. Bye. Hi, my dear group number 2, welcome to your reading. So let me already tell you something. This is about a very strong relationship that you have, a very deep and very strong connection between two people. You know, what happened here in this reading is that you have here two counterparts, but two people that are really connected in a more than a physical way. We are having here a soul connection. If you believe in the spiritual, is for me, personally, I believe that we are all consciousness, and here what I see is that you are very linked. There is certain aspects of your soul that you recognize in each other. You are both very knowledgeable, and you connected in a very deep way. So what I see here, my dears, is a very important relationship in your life. Now, if this resonated, let us check here. From what I see, there is a lot of passion in this connection and wanting to communicate this passion. It might be that you have here the necessity of communicating. How do you feel? How the other person is feeling? And for some reason, there was here a vision of something being burned, like, you know, even the abundance of this connection, there is a feeling of something being burned. And this came because of fears, probably fears of a third party or something that was interfere with your connection exterior. But in fact, these fears came because there could be something with the communication here, and it created these big monsters, let's say, or fears, or inside one of you. And because one of you couldn't see what they wanted to see, couldn't see more of what, because they couldn't see, how can I explain this? they couldn't see the complete scene here. It's like there was something, they felt something was being hidden for them, and probably a third party. So I believe this, and what I'm seeing here is the probability. I'm not saying there was a third party. I'm seeing here that something was burned here, and because of some fears of a third party and not being able to see everything, it can be that for some time in this connection, there was one of you that couldn't see everything about the other person, and this led into insecurities, and those insecurities kind of created this fear of a third party because you couldn't see everything. So you were never sure about this, or one of you were never sure about this. But probably they took their conclusions, and so I'm not seeing if it was or not, I'm just seeing the situation here. All right? How can you deal with this? Now, my dears, there is something that you have here that is very profound. There is a need to look at stability. There is a need to look at your values, things that your traditions, even if this is a marriage, to connect with that marriage, because there is a need here to take things very serious here. All right, and also do not go inward. There is a kind of a message here that express what you're feeling, express the need that you have of this stability. If it was something that you were not understanding, expressing that you were not understanding that, expressing what led you into confusion, or even expressing how you stand for commitment, for something stable in your life. All right, never forget to express who you are, what you're going through in the moment, if you feel that this is as important as I'm seeing here with you. All right, now there is also a need to express here that you wish for stability, you wish to conquer things in your life, and there is also a need here to let go of burdens and also be proud, feel proud of your achievements, feeling proud of what you have already. Look at what you have. Look at all the abundance that exists already in your life. You two have a deep connection. You two can really work together in a very deep sense, if you want, if you wish. And there is really a need here. There is a need here for you to look at yourself, and then look at this person, and then understand the link that you have. Probably search for more knowledge about yourself. If you had some fears here, if you stopped trusting, why? Why did you stop trusting? That is also very important. Are you tapping into your divine feminine? Are you tapping and using the confidence that when you have that divine feminine working well and flowing, you can have in your life that confidence? There is something very interesting that I'm recently doing, which is a type of yoga that is called yin yoga. So yin yoga is, I believe, for myself, from the energy that I receive from the type of yoga, because it's very slow and it's very connected with the divine feminine, and we all need to tap more into that energy of divine feminine, because it's always the energy that is more feared, that people don't connect with so much, because it's going to be the energy that you will need to trust in. And it's going to be the energy of mystery. It's going to be the energy of loving and caring for the self, loving and connecting with your body. So, and it's going to be the part of you that manifests. So looking at yourself and trying to tap more into that divine feminine, trying to understand where did this fear is coming from, where is this fear coming from? Are there things in your life that you gave up, that they were important for you? Are there things in your life that made you feel that you were not accomplishing your own dreams, your own personal travel? Because we all have a personal travel. Are you tapping into your own personal travel, or are you looking more into the others? And by others, I also mean your counterpart, or someone that you are having a relationship, because it's very important never to lose yourself. So tapping into the self, because that is what will bring you confidence. It's when you are always growing, ever growing inside the relationship. You don't lose yourself inside the relationship. You are ever growing, going after your dreams, going after your, what your soul is wanting you to go after in that moment. So there is a need here to look at yourself. Remember who you are, my dears. Remember who you are. And then looking at this connection and seeing if this is really, answering to that call that you have of something serious, of something committed, which I believe it is. There is just a need here to take things with more care, like each step that you are going to take towards each other should be thought, should be felt, and considering each part. What I see, my dears, here is that there is here a longing between you two for each other, and there is a deep connection. You two feel like family, and I believe that the answer here to deal is believing in your relationship. Remembering the link that you have. Remembering. The process might be first looking into yourself. First understanding the fears. If you're having fears, where are they coming from? Never losing you. Taking care of you. Take time to take care of you. You cannot take care of the connection if you don't take care of you, my dears. All right? So this is what I have for you. Let me know in the comments if this resonated, and we are going to see each other next readings. Bye! Hi, my dears. Welcome to group number 3. So let us check here your group, how to deal with this situation. First of all, I think what you had was very karmic. So you probably felt a bond with this person that it was hard to get rid of. And at the same time, it was, you felt a lot of passion towards this person, a lot of physical passion towards this person. And the link was very strong. You felt that it was very hard to get out of this situation that you had with this person, even sometimes even heavy, and even sometimes you felt that you have to protect yourself from the situation that you had, that it was not easy to transform. But there is something here about precisely something that was not being transformed here. Perhaps something that you wanted to transform, bringing more light into your lives. something even more abundant, and that you thought that you deserved, that you thought that you should be receiving, and it is in your future, but transformation was not being done, and the wheel didn't turn that way, though you believe that is there to turn somehow. It seems that something was blocked here in this situation. Could be that you break up with this person, you broke up. Can be that you suddenly stop seeing here a future or a link, a more deeply link with this person, and that you realize that your future actually was out of this situation that was not transforming. Now let us see how to deal with this. First of all, there is here a need to kind of bringing light into a certain perspective and into the depths of the information. You have the, Pope twice in the situation. You were not seeing clearly something, but there is a need to see things clearly. There is a need here for you to understand what is going on. How to deal is trying to bring light into something that can be known, but it was not. Getting out of this chaos that is surrounding you. Don't give up hope. Trusting that the good times are going to come. Tapping into your manifestor mode here. Don't be afraid of looking in the dark. Don't be afraid of, to go deep, dive deep into the situation. There is a certain thing that you missed out. It seems that you missed out in this situation. It seems to me that there is something that you need to trust. There is a need to trust something here and to have another perspective. Because the universe is saying that you are not going to get out of the situation unless you bring light to what once you felt that was not clear, or into what led you to that breakup or to that pause, into what led you into stop seeing this connection abundant. There is a need to bring light into that, to understand if this is not part of some fears that you are having. It's time to rise above the chaos. Rise above the chaos, because inside the chaos you will not understand what happened here. There is a need here to manifest something, and especially to manifest hope and to manifest trust. Trust the pace of the universe. There is the wheel of fortune here. There is something that needs their own time. It's not up to us. It needs its own time. It is karmic. Your connection is karmic, and karmic is not when we want, it's when it has to be. There is a need here to trust the process and to try to see things from another perspective, because there will be no movement out of the situation that you are in right now if a certain perspective will not be brought into you, into the way you are seeing things. There is here a need to bring light into your connection, into what you had, into the depths of that, into what it meant for you. There is a need here to rise above the chaos. Probably you felt attacked. Now it's time for you to manifest things. Trusting in yourself. Trusting that you are able to fight your own fears. Trusting the universe. Trusting the time. Trusting the time of the universe. That things are going to resolve themselves when time is right. Also, here there is a need to see things from another perspective before you can move out of this problem. You can move out of this situation that you are in right now. When you were going deep, when you will go deep to bring some light into your connection, also see things from the other person's perspective. Rise above the chaos. Manifest with knowledge. There is a need to have knowledge so that you can trust and see things from another perspective. Until you get this complete knowledge, you will stay here. In this situation. There is a certain thing here telling that there is a way, an old way of doing things that right now you need to look into other perspective. Trusting and looking into the other, even other person perspective. Bring light into the situation. Bring some information inside yourself, because at the same time it's telling you to trust the process. But there is a need here inside yourself to search, to bring light, to see things from another perspective. Understanding and seeing your confidence. Tapping into your confidence. Tapping into your strength. This might be a test to your confidence. You are strong. You are confident. You can cut things that do not serve you. Search for the balance. See if this is true for you. See if this connection belongs to your hopes and wishes for the future. Because there's something that can happen here. There is a new cycle that can happen here. But it will come in the correct time. There was some demanding of transformation that didn't allow you to keep connecting with this person. That didn't happen, this transformation. That's why divine timing had to come. In the meantime, it's like you were not seeing future, and it's like something kind of disconnection kind of broke. And now it's time to bring light and to rise above the chaos, and to trust in the divine timing, and to see things from this person's perspective. And see if it's something that you wish to maintain, if it is something that is according to your wishes and hopes for the future. See if it is according to you, if it's something that gives you stability, if it is something that you want to keep in your life or not. Balance, there is a need for balance here. It's time for you to put everything in a scale and to check which is more heavy, more precious for you, and understand what needs to get out, what needs to stay, and sometimes what needs to go away is even something inside of us. And with that, many things are going also. Many things around us will go also. All right? Or many things around us will be seen in another way. All right, my love, so let me know in the comments if this resonated, and we are going to see each other next readings. Bye!